After my last video, which was unboxing of Sony FX3, which we just bought, Smallrig have reached out to me and they asked me if I wanted to check out some of their cages and accessories for FX3, and I actually was thinking about buying it, so I said yes, of course. So keep that in mind. They sent it to me for free, but I will still try to tell you what I like and what I don't like about it. And so yeah, this is what's gonna happen. And the first thing today we're gonna talk about is the Smallrig cage, the cage kit, and it's the 3310, like the Nokia 3310. So I hope it's gonna be as tough as this Nokia, because this Nokia phone was unbreakable. So yeah, this number is quite a good indicator of how tough that's gonna be. I hope, at least. We'll see. So yeah, let's get into it. Hey everyone, my name is mariuszgajdzik. I'm a filmmaker and photographer, and together with my girlfriend Martyna, we run a company based in Poland which is called Slick Visuals, and we produce photo and video content for our clients. The cage looks just like this. This is the cage itself, and what we have here on the cage is the coach mount. Of course, we have a lot of threads, different size threads. We have threads on the side as well. On the bottom we have a space for the camera battery and the mount, which is gonna mount to the tripod mount on the camera, and this is one of the places that you're gonna mount that cage to your camera. And you have the key, which you can insert nicely and magnetize to it, so that's really nice, because you're gonna need that to screw that into the camera or screw something else into the cage. So that's nice. Basically you need to put it in and it magnetizes to the cage as well, so it's gonna be very hard to lose it. And this part as well is Arca Swiss compatible, so if you're using Arca Swiss compatible tripods, you can just use that with the cage. You don't need an extra plate, tripod plate on the bottom of it, so that's really nice too. And on the other side you have a small NATO rail, so you can install probably like a handle on it or something else that you want to attach via the NATO rail on the side. So now I'm gonna be installing that on the camera. So I'm just gonna get my camera and place it on the table, and I'm gonna make sure that that screw is not sticking out, and I'm gonna basically put it on. And like I said, I'm gonna be screwing that into here first with my finger, and then I'm gonna get that key and I'm gonna screw that in with it. Okay, that's nice and tight there. I'm gonna need that key, so I'm just gonna keep it here. And now there is another mounting point on the side here, and we also have the screw for it, so that's really nice. So I'm gonna get that screw and screw it into here. So this is nice because the cage is much more secure than if it was only secured on the bottom of the camera. So that's really nice over here, and that's secure too. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it anymore, so I'm just gonna keep it here. So that's how it looks in the cage itself. Like I said, the cage is pretty nice. It has the mounts, all sorts of mounts, and it protects the side of the camera, the top of the camera, the bottom of course, and the other side as well. What it doesn't protect is the back, and I think it's because the flip-out screen and all the other things on the back of the camera and all those ports as well. They had to make sure that those ports are not going to be covered, so probably that's why it doesn't protect the back of the camera as much as all the other sides. So now we're gonna install the rest of the cage, and we're gonna start with the part that's gonna allow us to lock our HDMI cable inside of the port. which is super nice for when you're recording with the Atomos, for example. So what you need to do, you just need to screw it into here, and I'm gonna screw it with my fingers first, and then I'm gonna tighten it up with this key that we get on the bottom of the camera. So now I can install my HDMI cable. I can just open that doors, get the cable and put it in, and now I can just tighten that wheel up, this screw up, and basically our cable is stuck, so it's not gonna go out and we're not gonna lose the signal for when we recording with the Atomos, for example, with the Ninja 5, Ninja 5 Plus or Shogun or anything else. So this is a really nice thing that they include that in this kit. I'm gonna leave it like that because I don't want to lose much time, and we're gonna need it because I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna install the monitor on it soon. So let's get going with another part, and the next part we get is the top handle. And what I really like about this handle is the fact that we get two cold shoe mounts, one on the back and one on the top here, and I'm gonna be using that one for the monitor because I like to have my monitor in front. And we also have a lot of threads and that kind of things. It's made out of metal and wood, and I really like that. It's really good quality, and it looks super nice. This wood looks super nice. I really like that it's made out of wood as well, because it's nice to hold, you know. It's not cold as metal, it's like organic feel. I like that. I really like that wooden parts for the cages. You also have this screw, which will allow you to either mount it this way, or you can unscrew it and change the orientation of the handle if you, for example, want to mount it like this, or mount it to the side, or whatever you want to do. So that's really nice too. It's not just top handle, you can use it as any other handle that you would like. You can even use it with your Ronin RS2 or RSC2 for the NATO mounts if you want an extra handle, so that's pretty useful to know as well. It's mounted to the top of the camera or the side of the camera or anything else by a NATO rail, and we get a NATO rail to install on the camera as well, so I'm gonna do that now. We basically get this part, and you mount it on top of the camera with two screws. So it's nice because it has two mounting points, not just one, so it's not gonna move. And what we're gonna mount it with is actually a key, Allen key, over here in the top handle, which is super nice. I really love that because you always have it with you. You're not gonna forget it, well, unless you lose it, but it's very unlikely because it's magnetically attached to the handle. So we're gonna get that out, and we're gonna screw that top screws on so we can install our handle. I'm not gonna need that anymore, so I'm just gonna put it inside, and now I can attach that top handle over here, and this is how it attaches. It basically just have this screw on the back here, and I screw that on, and it's tight and it's really nice. So this is how it looks like in the cage without the monitor. So now I'm gonna try to install the monitor on top of it and show you how the full setup looks like. I'm not gonna need that anymore, so I can put it underneath so I don't lose it. So now how I mount the monitor. Basically what I've got for my monitor, which is the Portkeys monitor, I have this mount from Andesini Vlogger. I made a video about it, so you can check it out. And basically what I need to do now is just release that lock over here, which is really nice that it has this lock, because if you don't screw that on, it's always a safety point to not lose your monitor. So to install the monitor, basically what you need to do, you need to push that button over here, slide that in, release the button, and then screw that on top so it's nice and tight. And then you just need to get your HDMI cable in and get the battery in. And this is the full setup. It's a little bit front heavy, so it's almost fell down, but it's super nice. I really like that setup. So I'm just gonna get my screen on and I'm gonna show you how that looks. You basically can see I have my cage, I have my top handle that you can basically hold it like that. I have my monitor all accessible, so that's really nice too. And I can operate my camera like that, and I really like that. I really enjoy that. I think it's a really nice setup. There is one thing I don't like about it, and I'm not sure why that is. It's not compatible with the top handle for the FX3, the top handle with the XLR unit. So I have another thing to use it with the XLR unit, with the XLR top handle. And I'm gonna make a video, probably next video is gonna be about that. So if you wanna watch it, subscribe to the channel if you wanna watch it. But if you're not using the XLR unit, I think this cage is very solid. I think it's a really nice quality. I think it protects the camera, so if you're not using the XLR unit or you're planning to use XLR unit only sometimes and some other times don't use it, I would recommend you to get this cage and check it out and see if you like it and if you want to use it. I'm definitely going to be using it for the times I'm not using the XLR unit, which is probably quite often. Like I said, you can mount your mic over here. For example, you can mount your, for example, Rode Wireless Go over here. You can mount a lot of things to it. I cannot show it to you because I don't have extra mics. I use the mic over here and I use the Wireless Go to connect it with my camera, so I cannot use it on the video as well. But I will be using that with my cage, with my FX3. And yeah, this is pretty much it. If you're not using XLR, this is the cage to buy. But if you have any other ideas, if you have any better choices for cages, let me know in the comments. If you like this video and you want to see more, leave a like, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell. And I think this is it for this video, so I hope I will see you in the next one. Bye.